I'm a bundle of nerves as I arrive at the fancy restaurant. Blind dates aren't really my thing, but my BFF Vivian insisted, batting her lashes.
Celine, please come with me. It'll be fun, I promise, and Jason will be there.
She grinned slyly. She's had a crush on Jason forever. I sigh. So here I am, surrendering my precious Friday night Netflix binge, walking into a room with 3 strange girls and 4 handsome fellas. The girls are vaguely familiar from past outings with Viv. The guys are all easy on the eyes. Dinner is tasty and the conversation flows. Though I'm quieter than my usual witty self, my mind's still churning over work stress. When the group decides to hit up a nearby club, I reluctantly tag along, not wanting to be a party pooper. 3 girls have already picked their targets and are off dancing. As the other girls pair off with their chosen guys, I find myself at the bar with the quietest of the bunch. An awkward beat passes before he speaks.
Celine, right? Beautiful name.
Oh, thanks. You're Asher. Great name, too. Smooth, Celine, real smooth. He studies me thoughtfully.
You seem preoccupied at dinner. Anything on your mind? Sorry if I'm prying.
No, not at all. I'm just not super social. Usually more chatty than this, though. Work frustrations on my mind. Sorry for killing the Friday night vibe.
Hey, we're just apologizing to each other.
He chuckles. He's less intimidating when he laughs. Alluring.
You work with Vivian, right? What do you do?
I'm a business rep. Manage some client accounts.
Gotcha. I work with reps all the time. If you want to share what's bugging you, maybe I can help, since we'll be here a while.
It turns out Asher is a great guy. Easy to talk to about work stuff at least. I pour my heart out about my confounding client issue. Surprise! He's worked on the flip side for years, knows it inside and out.
2 possibilities. 1, the client has a better competing offer they haven't decided on yet. 2, some other issue came up they need to resolve before moving forward. Work with them to suss out which it is, then strategize.
Wow, beauty and brains. Maybe this night isn't a waste after all. My respect for Asher skyrockets. Let me buy you a drink, Asher. Might as well pay you for the consult. Another deep-timbered laugh. I'm a goner. We talk shop all night, downing too many drinks to count. Talking is thirsty work. Asher's a workaholic, like me. Sharp as a tack, and hot as hell. Wait, what was I thinking? Maybe I'd had one too many?
Yes, I should collect my payment.
He points to his cheek, smirking.
How about a kiss, Miss Celine?
Startled, cheeks burning, brain short circuits.
Sorry, I was just teasing.
Before he could finish, I plant a quick peck on his lips. Where did that impulse come from? When was the last time I got laid? Can't even remember.
Well, Miss Celine, I wasn't planning to, but I might have to take you home after all.
He sighs with a laugh. We sneak out of the club, diving into the back seat of a cab. His mouth finds mine, hungry and insistent. I can feel the promise of his hardness against my thigh.
I can hardly believe my luck tonight. This girl I'm on a blind date with, she's like a gorgeous mirror image of my introverted self. The fidgeting, the wandering mind always drifting back to work. Classic signs of a fellow workaholic. Could talking about work turn her on too? I'd been on a one-night stand hiatus, but how could I resist her soft, shy, yet fiery kisses? I just might devour her whole before we reach my place. Kicking off our shoes as we entered, I lifted her onto the dining table. One hand on her waist, the other exploring her mile-long legs beneath her tight cocktail dress. The delicate skin of her inner thighs tempted me to bite. My lips traced her ear, shoulder, and neck, nipping, licking, and kissing, eliciting sweet moans. It had been ages since I'd been this aroused. Perhaps my celibacy had lasted too long. I intended to savor every moment with her. Unzipping her dress, I unhooked her bra, cupping her breast with my right hand. She gasped.
Asher.
Nearly undone by the sound of my name on her lips, I knew this night would be unforgettable.
Ugh, my head. What did I... Oh, memories of last night come flooding back as I take in the unfamiliar bedroom. I peek under the sheets just to confirm. Yep, I'm in my birthday suit. Cue the fiery blush. I cannot believe I had my first one-night stand. I feel simultaneously scandalized and giddy. What was his name again? Asher. How the heck do I face him now? I'm a total rookie at these morning after encounters. Priority 1, clothing. I search in vain for last night's outfit before desperately borrowing one of Asher's tees. It barely covers my assets, but it'll have to suffice. I timidly venture out to find Asher playing chef in the kitchen. Morning.
Morning, gorgeous. Breakfast, just a little bacon and eggs. Nothing fancy.
Sounds perfect. Thanks. I perch on a chair, hyper-conscious of my bare legs and lack of underwear. Asher, bless him, notices my discomfort.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. I washed your clothes from last night. Figured you'd want them fresh. They're just in the dryer now.
Be still, my heart. Attractive, thoughtful, and does laundry? They broke the mold with this one. I scurry off to slip on my unmentionables, feeling much more human upon return. As we sip coffee and chat, I find myself growing more and more at ease. My headache melts away in his calming presence. I don't get it. How is a flawless specimen like you still single? You're not hiding bodies in the basement, are you? Asher lets out a rich laugh.
Far from flawless, but thanks for stroking my ego. Truth is, I just don't date. Period.
My eyebrows shoot up. Like, ever?
I used to, but my crazy work hours don't exactly scream boyfriend material. I was always running afoul of expectations, missing calls, bailing on plans. Relationships just compound my stress. So, I'm rocking the single life these days. Keeps things simple. And you? How's a stunning woman like you still a free agent?
I work too much and don't have time to look for someone, I murmured. Truth be told, my last boyfriend left me for another girl, partly because I wasn't available enough, I suppose. After that painful experience, I got cold feet and stopped putting myself out there.
Ah, a toast then.
Asher raises his coffee mug.
To us, the overworked and undercuffed. I had a feeling we could be friends.
Friend sounds good. I'd like that. Despite meeting him only yesterday, I enjoyed his vibe. I felt relaxed around him, and it was wonderful to discuss work without worrying about boring him. We exchanged phone numbers.
Call me if I can help with anything.
Sure, I will.
When she walks out of the bedroom in my oversized white tee, I nearly drop the frying pan. The shirt barely reaches her thighs, putting her endless legs on full display. Blushing, she tugs at the hem, trying to cover up. To make matters worse, the semi-transparent fabric revealed her full breasts and nipples peeking through. The sight almost made me hard again. Memories of our intimate evening flood back, sending my pulse racing. Easy there, Tiger. Now that she was sober, I wasn't sure if she would regret last night. I had decided not to date, but as a man with needs, I'd tried picking up girls at clubs for one-night stands. However, I quickly realized it wasn't for me. As a poor introvert, the repetitive lines, fake smiles, and being someone I'm not drained my energy to the point where I couldn't keep it up. Last night, if not for Jason, I would have preferred staying home alone. Now, I almost wanted to thank Jason because Celine was such a sweet surprise. I hadn't had such satisfying sex in a while, a great relief for my recently accumulated desires and stress, leaving me refreshed this morning. She didn't seem like the clingy type who would want to date me after one night either, which made me feel comfortable around her. It was strange, considering we had only met yesterday, but her introverted vibe, workaholic side, and shy smiles made me feel at home. I never saw my one-night stands a second time, but with Celine, it felt like such a pity if it was just one night. I hoped she would call me again.
Client crisis averted. Contract signed. All thanks to Ash's spot-on advice. I dial his number, heart fluttering, eager to share my win.
Celine, you're killing it. We should celebrate. Dinner Friday? I'll pick you up.
Perfect. It's a date. Well, not a date, but you know. I hang up grinning like a fool. Get it together, Celine. You had only met him once, and he probably would never be more than a friend since he didn't date anyone. Still, the thought of seeing his handsome face and dark eyes again made me excited and nervous like a high schooler. I blamed my lack of guys in my life for the past few years, and that heated night with him.
Celine's call made my day. Hearing her joyful, sweet voice reminded me of her shy smiles and how her curves felt against my hands. Plus, I was proud of her. What a smart and beautiful girl. I couldn't wait to see her again. Friday finally arrived, and I waited for her in front of her office after rush hour. Hey.
Hey, Asher!
What was that? My heart skipped a beat. I must have melted. I quickly collected myself. Where do you want to go?
I booked this place. It has a very high rating on Yelp.
She went on excitedly, but my mind wandered, lingering on her smiling face, scanning her profile and delicate neckline, trying to take everything in. It was a lovely dinner. Celine seemed lighthearted and cheerful. Looking at her, chatting with her, my mind and body relaxed, relieving the tension from a week of overwork. Who would have thought hearing a girl talk about her work would become my therapy? After dinner, I didn't want the night to end, so we went to a nearby bar to chill and hang out. It was strange how we were just hanging out like old friends, feeling totally comfortable in each other's company. I walked her home. Although I hated saying goodnight, we were at her door, and I was barely a friend to her. I knew my place. So, I controlled my desire to touch her face, ready to see her leave. But to my surprise,
I know it's late, but want to come up for tea? I have this amazing blend.
she hesitated at the door, finally asking, without looking me in the eyes, her cheeks flushing like lovely apples. Girl, do you know what you're doing? You're inviting danger, considering I've been restraining myself all night. Oh, I'd love to, but are you sure about this? She didn't answer, just opened the door with her keys and invited me in.
Let me find.
Before she could finish her sentence, I reached out, grabbed the back of her neck, and crushed my lips against hers. She was a bit startled but quickly responded to my kiss, her fingers in my hair, kissing me back with equal intensity. We ended up spending another heated night together. Looking at the still sleeping Celine in my arms, my brain raced. 2 one-night stands in a row with the same person. It was a first for me. I had a feeling I couldn't stop seeing her, but I couldn't date her either. My relationships never lasted. I knew that much about myself. I would hate to hurt Celine and hate to hurt myself because I couldn't handle the relationship. I made up my mind, then quietly got up to make breakfast, letting Celine sleep a bit longer. Hey Celine, I have a proposal. How would you feel about being friends with benefits?